Great night, everybody. I just want to come on here right quick, and this not really an event. There's just a me having a conversation with some people. I just had a conversation with some on you, and I think there's it's a disease, a CEO disease going around right now, where everybody wants to be the boss, but nobody wants to put the work after them. We have so many situations in our community when I run into guys, they're running, going to get an LLC, and in going to get an LLC, they don't have a work ethic. And when they come and ask me for advice, one of the things when I tell them go work at McDonald's for 2 months, I go work at McDonald's for 6 months, they feel played. Go work at Walmart for 6 months. They got guys that never had jobs. Work ethic is built. So you never had a job. You never had a work. You don't have a work ethic. So a lot of times you can want to be something, and sometimes money is not always good for some people. So they have people that come from out of a hustling situation. They got a lawsuit, and they have enough money to get it. But money is not passion. Money is not integrity. So they'll have the money to get, I'm in the vending machine business. They'll go buy 5 or 6 vending machines and break all the rules for vending, and it's easy to quit because you had the money to do it. So you just quit. Oh man, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna try something new. I done seen people, I got a janitorial franchise, they'll go try that. You're trying this, you're trying that. It's not gonna replace work ethic. The broke person got a better chance. Because when that person got to scrape up and save to get a vending machine, or scrape up their money and save to get a janitorial franchise, they're more creative. They got a little more work ethic. So a lot of times, bro, and I'm sick of running into entrepreneurs that have the capital to do it, or people that just want to be an entrepreneur and want to be a boss but don't have the work ethic. So my work reflect what I expect. I get up early. They got some people that want to be bosses. Well, I don't answer my phone for numbers I don't know. You can call churches and play on the phone all day. They gonna answer the phone all day. Why? That's a business. So people that operate like that, that's not a CEO mindset. Now, if my phone ring and they say scam, the number says scam under there, I might not answer. But why would I not answer my phone? My next opportunity is gonna come through my phone. So it's things like this that I try to get a lot of guys to realize that why you're not making it. A lot of females, why you're not making it. You have a mindset going, but you don't have a work ethic. You can see all the good in it, but you don't want the suffering, the pain and suffering, the rejection. That's part of the process. That's part of the process. You don't go in the gym one day and just come out there with a six-pack. You out of shape. You gonna go in there, your first couple of times, you're gonna feel aches and pains that you never felt before. The process to get into the six-pack. Respect the process. And a lot of times, you can have the financial money to get on top. You still don't know how to run it. Run your business. T.D. Jakes, one time I heard him make a comment. I don't know if you know T.D. Jakes' story. In North Carolina or South Carolina, his mother used to tell him, you let them people use you. He used to always feed people out of his house. T.D. Jakes used to always feed people out of his house. So, as he got big over the years, got to work at start getting employed, start getting staff. When you start from the bottom, one thing you start noticing things. Who trying to use you? Who not? Who on drugs? Who got over on you? They got over on you this because they told you this. Who easily get from behind you? All that took time to develop. He said if he wanted to kill his enemy, he'll just give him his position now. Many of y'all want to go hop in that number one position, but you don't have the experience and the wisdom. So we can sit back and we know you're gonna fall. That's why businesses don't last after a third generation. Grandfather started, first son have it, by the time you get to the third son, it falls. You want everything that comes with the business, but you don't want to learn the ins in and out of it. So and that's it's a shame, because right now it's easier than ever to do a lot of things that they couldn't do back then. And you would think that even starting a clothing store, girl told me, looked on her page, it's private. It's private. Well, I'm supposed to see what you have. Well, I let you in. I pick on who I want in there, and I have it. I say, well, you left the number on there. I called the phone. Well, I don't answer for numbers that I don't. What type of business mentality is this? Dude got YouTube channel, been up for 10 years, only got one. I think he got one video up there. See, I'm gonna be an influencer. How you gonna influence somebody? You don't have content. You can't be consistent with that. Consistent and persistent in what you're doing. So when you see the successful people, one of the things that successful people have that people that fell off don't have, and people that never been successful, is a work ethic. It's a work ethic. I was listening to Silk the Shocker, Master P brother, and he was talking about he had a song out and he was putting out some music, and he was like, they was asking about how Jay-Z got it on his thing. He was like, he sent it to Jay-Z and he sent it to DMX, and he said they had to get it back in a certain time. He said, well, Jay told him they had a concert that night. He had to turn it in like 8 o'clock that next morning after the concert. So you look at the stuff. Jay sent things over. Many a times. It's been times that with my vending business, I had to go speak in certain places. At one time, I used to always leave on a Friday and come back on Sunday because I have janitorial contracts in their schools. Whenever I have a school, you can clean the school on Fridays. You can clean it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So I leave out Friday, come back Sunday. So if I didn't have anybody to clean the school, somebody called off or whatever, I could just cover my own self. Many times I got off of the plane 12 o'clock Sunday. Next 8 hours in a school. Next 12 hours cleaning 2 schools, whole schools. That's I just got off an airplane showing you on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm on the airplane. You looking like, man, that boy doing it. And then as soon as I land, get something to eat, and guess what? I gotta go clean the school. Work ethic. That's my business. So now when you see me where I'm at, I run into people say, man, I won't get in the janitorial business. You know, clean that small office. You can't be consistent on that one. See, and I realized that when money moves people, that's the wrong type of people you have around. I got people tell me all the time, say, D, bro, if you had $1,000 contract, bro, you can give me that. No. If you're not willing to work for this $100 contract, I know you're going to do the same thing. Ladies used to tell me when I got my first job, I was making $5.15 an hour at Popeyes. She said, if you can't save a little, you can't save a lot. If you can't save a little, you can't save a lot. If you're not going to bust your ass for the $100, the $1,000, you're going to do the same thing. You lazy with the $100, you're going to be lazy with $1 million. Simple as that. And we have to get out of that mindset that it's going to be given to us. It's not. Nothing is given to you but a dream. You're dreaming about getting there. Many people want lottery success. That's what they want. That's what I call it, lottery ticket. That's all they want. They want lottery ticket success. The person that will play the lottery and win it, they're instant millionaire overnight. It's not going to happen like that. And the reason it's not going to happen, even when you see these people that blow up over time, they got a hell of a work ethic. Even the social media people that we like, content keep coming. They got a hell of a work ethic. And it's like, with this generation, nobody wants to put the work in. All shine but no grind. So, and it's the sad part, because they got what I would call easy ways to make millions. They got ebooks, Purnell Publishing. I have over 500 books that I sell in my publishing store. They got you could become $1 million on Facebook, Instagram. So many different opportunities that they didn't have back then. You can't make it because you don't put the work in. You worry about how many followers you got. You gotta do the work no matter what. You gotta put the work in. Jay-Z ain't started off in the Superdome. He ain't started off in the Astrodome. Started off in the box. Remind you, I was watching something the other day and they said Jay-Z used to open up for Method Man. That's when they got 9 and 10 people in the audience. Master P used to open up for Tupac. 9 to the early people that got dropped off at the concert. That's who he was performing in front of. But what you look at as, then a lot of people out there, people like me look at it as, people like Master P look at it as, people like Jay-Z look at it as, I can sharpen my skills. See, you got to learn how to hold a microphone. See, with all those small jobs, you're sharpening your knife. You're sharpening your knife. So when a big job comes, you're able to handle it with no problem. If you can't sharpen your knife with the small job, then why should I give you the big job? Or when you get the big job, you're going to fumble with it. You might not never get it again. So when small opportunities come to you, it's been times as a motivational speaker, I have been paid $700, $900. But I started off doing motivational speaking for free. Wherever they'll take me at. You know, somebody have a conference, and I get to the conference, they got 8 people in there. And guess what? I'm there the whole time. And guess what? I always give out more than expected. I come early, on time. I help set up. I help clean up. Why? Because I know I'm going to start giving conferences. So when I put that work out for them, when I call them again, they know what type of person I am. But I'm able to sharpen my knife. All summer camps. Go talk to the kids. Run into a summer camp. Man, you over this summer camp? Man, I come talk to the kids one day? Yeah, man, you come talk to the kids. Sharpening my knife. You sharpen your skills. You build up your confidence. You know what to say and what not to say. How to hold a microphone. Can I pace? How far to go? Get there early. Because you want to do a sound check. Start bringing my own microphone to places. To make sure my audio is right. Things like that you only can learn with experience. You can't learn that if I put you in front of 50,000 people. Yeah, I'm a rapper, such and such. You ain't got to win. Do you know being a rapper, you've been on stage all the time, you'll never notice all the rappers you'll see them when they first come out, they got 6-packs and all that? Why? When they get somebody to tell them you got to work out, you got to be in shape. You just imagine, listen to 50 Cent's first album. His second album, when he started touring a lot, he had to draw his 6-pack on there because he started getting big, because he started touring a lot. But when he first started, he was in shape. A lot of these guys be in shape. You know why? Because you're going up there for an hour and a half. You're doing an hour show. You're moving around. A lot of fact, what you're not used to moving around. This is not a battle rap. This is a concert. You got to go from one side of the stage to the other side. What songs you should go hard on? What songs you should not? So things like this, if you in any type of field, you need to take your field serious. Or study your craft. I tell people this all the time. If you ever went to the doctor and the doctor give you a prescription, you look at the prescription, you can't even understand the handwriting. Take it to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist give you the same thing on the prescription. It's the language. You gotta speak the language. You want to get into real estate? When I say what the ROI is on that, that's real estate. That's investment talk. That's that return on investment. Speak the language of what you're trying to get into. I guarantee you, if you go on a construction site, some things that you might say in the regular world, on a construction site, they don't pronounce them like that. You go work for a train company, and you want to be a supervisor or whatever, study. And you don't have to be in a position to get the position. What I mean is, I tell women this all the time, and I use this analogy of, you wanna get the ring, then be a wife. Tell men this. You won't be, when you get the ring, you won't be a husband. Nah, that's in you. I tell women this all the time. He should have husband characteristics before you ever give you the ring. You should see husband in him. Football NFL player Chris Carter, a superstar at Ohio State University. Ohio State University had over 80,000 students at the time while he was there. He seen a woman walk across the campus. That's what he said. She's gonna be my wife. He didn't say his girlfriend. He didn't say I'm gonna date her. He said that's gonna be my wife. They've been married over 20-something years, high 20-something years now. That's what it's about. So when you on those jobs, it ain't no, or you think you're the supervisor. No, I'm preparing myself for who I'm gonna be. I was used to my job at Popeyes when it was slow on Mondays and Tuesdays. The batter man is the person that fried the chicken. Well, guess what? When it's slow on Monday, the person that make the food called a packer. I used to tell a girl, her name was Sonia. Sonia do taxes now. She's doing very well for herself. I say, Sonia, you show me how to pack? So she'll train me on packing. So now I got it. She spent like 45 minutes showing me. Now what all the taking is the person that said, welcome to Popeye, I'm going to take your order. The cashier is the person that you see at the window. So it's a 4-step process. The batter man make it, the order person take your order, the packer make it, and then you get the cashier handing you your food that's out of the drive-thru. So now we slow. Nobody told me that. I learned how to pack. Saturday comes, and when Saturday comes, I tell somebody called off. The second shift started at 5 o'clock. Somebody called off like 4:35. The manager's name was Isaac. I said, Isaac, man, I can take you the next shift. No, it was Willie. Willie, the owner shift manager. Isaac is the new manager coming in for 5. Willie said, man, Isaac not gonna want you to pack because, you're new. You might can't keep up. I said, well, call something out. He called something out. I impressed Willie. So he said, well, when Isaac comes still ex Isaac, I said, Isaac, you got a packing shift open, available. Person called off. I could take it. He said, well, you don't know how to pack. I said, call something out. So bam. Now remind you that night he making the schedule because Isaac make the schedule. So bam. I look at my schedule. I did such a good job. He asked me, do I want to do the same thing that Sunday? But I had 2 packing days and 2 battleman days. What was great about not being in the battle station, I was getting on a bus with flour all over me. People used to have 2 seats. The person will push over. They'll be sitting by the window, and when I come, they'll push in the other seat like they ain't want me to get in it because I had flour on me, and I don't blame them. But I was preparing myself. Now, as a packer, I'm close to the order taker. Once I got packing down pack, now remind you, I got battering down pack. I was a good batter man. You can't learn another position unless you're good at yours. So I learned how to order take. Now, and nobody told me. So Sonya started showing me how to undo it. Nobody told me, well, go learn how to order take. The opportunity was there. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to catch. When opportunity presents itself, it's not going to come with a note on there. Look, man, get yourself ready 6 months from now. They got real estate about to come available. Get yourself ready 6 months from now. Your supervisor about to get in a serious wreck. Get yourself ready. Your supervisor about to have a DWI. Get yourself ready. This person about to have an early retirement, a forced retirement, and you're going to be the person to take over. Prepare yourself, man. So when opportunity comes, I tell people this all the time. Things change every day. I'm going to say that again. Things change every day. If I send you a link and say fill it out, they got this Chevron Techron card right now. It's a gas card they give you for business, running straight off your EIN. I send it to all my mentors, people that I'm mentoring, my mentorees. I'm sending it to them. They filling it out. They changed one rule. Dude called me back. I hear him in the street. Man, D be sending your stuff, bro. He be saying one thing. I seen him in the street. I said, stop drawing third on my name. Nah, D ain't saying like that. You told me that. I said, when did I send it to you? You waited 10 days. Now they changed one thing. They say you got to have it. First it was straight off your EIN. It wasn't even how long you have it. Then they went to 6 months. Now they saying a year. You've been having your business, your LLC and EIN for only for 8 months. Now you got to wait till you get a year. That's not my fault. I sent it to you when I got it. Rules change every day. Take advantage of the opportunity when they come to your table. They still got people right now trying to figure out if they get PPP loan. Now they change the qualifications up. Now you mad. When the opportunity presents itself, you got to take advantage of it when it comes. Rules change every day. Nobody's not going to sit back and wait on you. And like I said, bro, that be the frustrating thing with us. We move at a pace like the person that's giving you the information and control of the system. It's systematic, everything. Government system, correctional system, educational system. So when somebody give you an opportunity, you got to jump on it. But most important, be prepared for it. Us with businesses, growing your business, being certified and qualified. Go take some of them OSHA classes. There might be one thing that you have over somebody else. Now they might say, we submit a bid. You submit a bid. This person don't have the class. You got the class. Now they got to take your bid because he wasn't qualified for it. Strictly on paperwork. Anything you can do to enhance and advance yourself, do it. Always put yourself in position. Put yourself in position. So for great things. So when great things come your way, you're able to take advantage of it. Don't get mad at people when their business wasn't doing good and the BP Earl spill hit and they get BP money. Well, they stay in the business. They didn't say whether your business was doing good or bad. They was in business. So if things like this you want to start doing and you want to start taking advantage of it, you got to have a work ethic. And you got to consistently enhance and advance yourself. One of the greatest things that you can do, be consistent and persistent. Always give out more than what's required. Oh, that ain't my job. Once you get in business, somebody, it could be something simple as the person just want the outside of their car wash. And you just go ahead and throw a free vacuum in there. It was so dirty up in there, you just go ahead and say, don't worry about it. You just vacuum. 2 weeks later, I tell people this all the time. There's always more people watching you than you think. Yeah, they come and they pay for a car wash and then they give you a big tip. She said, I remember you looked out for me. I ain't had the money for the whole thing, but I remember you went in on a vacuum in my car. Or you go somewhere and she the sheriff at the jailhouse and you done got arrested for a little ticket, a minor violation. And she hurry up and run your paperwork. She remember you took care of her. Small things like that matter. When I had my landscaping business, y'all, I just started out, just had basic equipment, but they had a man that he was doing eviction and they had a shed and they had like about 5 good lawnmowers. That was better than mine. They had the push lawnmowers. Now I was pushing it myself. And I said, man, I like to have those lawnmowers. I was going to steal it from him. I'm telling you, y'all. If I'd have went in the shed, I was going to steal it from him. He said, well, look, give me $500. I'm like, man, I ain't got $500 for all the equipment. So he was like, tell you what, I'll give it to you, but cut this lot for me. I'm trying to sell it. There's lot in his house every 2 weeks. I want it cut until I sell the house. And he said, if you do it for like 2 months, I'm going to let you have all of it. So that means I got to go cut a lot in a house because he was selling it. So one Sunday, I did it. Man, one Sunday, I'm down to my last $20, bro. I tell you no lies. As I'm doing it, the neighbor walked across the street and said, neighbor, you wrapping up? He said, say, young man, you wrapping up? I said, nah, what you got for me? He said, well, look, I own my house and my lot. So I go cut him. And I just got gas in my car, y'all. I got a half a tank of gas. Now that $20 got to go to the gas because I was working like 32 minutes away from my job. So that 20 had to go on the car. Now remind you, I'm cutting this on a Sunday for free. I ain't getting nothing because I'm trying to get this equipment. And I got the push. So the old timer said, man, well, I got a better lawnmower. I'm just up in age. If you could use mine. See, it's bigger. So I use it. I cut his grass, cut his house, cut his lot. Now remind you, this is a push lawnmower. I said, man, you wash cars? I said, yeah. Daughter pull up. I wash his car, his wife car, his daughter car. They cooking. I left there with like $300. Plate of food I ate, and I got a plate of food for work next day. But the man told me as I'm getting the car, he said, the only reason why I gave you the job, he said, I was watching to see how you was cutting that yard over there. He said, because I don't like nobody to do anything. He said, I watch you the whole time. There's always more people watching you than you think. The people you looking for the promotion, you doing a good job, but they watching you. Nah, they didn't got laid off or they didn't got fired. The person behind you saw all the laziness and all the shortcuts you took. But they next in command. Now they the supervisor. They know you. Raise time come, you wondering why you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. Work ethic. It's a habit. You don't just cut it on and off. Either you're going for it or you're not. So having a good work ethic means something, man. People can see when you're trying. People can see when you're trying. Even if you start your food truck and you moving like you're trying, people say, they'll be patient with you. I ain't got all this. I apologize to the customer. Nah, baby, I see you, baby. I see you trying. You food good. I'm being patient with you. I know you got to get a little more stuff or whatever. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. When you saying that, that's people hanging up with you. You see, you lackadaisical. You got the nerve to be lackadaisical. You ain't got an attitude. Some nerve. So things like this is just us straightening it up ourselves, man. This the self-inflicted wounds that hurt a lot of people. But when you take pride in what you're doing, you show up. Your work reflect what you expect. Consistent and persistent. Showing up on time. I show up before time. You say 8, I'm there 7:30. That's just me. I was brought up like that. No, I'm old school. And I don't believe in going no anywhere. I cut grass, I had my shirt tucked in my pants. My presence mean everything. That's just me. I show up. I got a janitorial company. I show up. That's just me. Dion is one of my favorite athletes. Dion used to say, if I dress well, I'm going to play well, and you're going to pay me well. That's just me. That's just me. I got to look like somebody. I'm not the type of man that will come out of the house looking no any kind of way. That's just not me. I don't roll like that. I'm not the type of man go 6 weeks without a haircut. I get my hair cut every week, consistent and persistent. You want to be you want to be a business owner, you're in the public eye. I asked for this. Some people say, well, I ain't asked for all that. I asked for this. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. As soon as I asked a man came for career day, I said, well, what an entrepreneur is? So you got your own multiple business, you work for yourself? I'm in. I knew I was going to be going back to schools, talking to kids. I carried myself in such a manner. I knew I was going to be writing books. There's not a friend that know me that could tell you that Darren is it. Author of 3 books now. Yes, I have a food truck. Yes, I'm part owner in a car lot. I know this. I asked for it. Some of y'all, you want the glitz and the glam to go with the position. But you don't want, what you mean? For career day, you don't want to be called up. I asked for all that. I asked for to be the one in the family when somebody needs something to call. I asked for this. That means I'm doing good. If somebody, you go to the bank for a loan, why? Because the bank, you think the bank got it. Even if they deny it, you know they got it to give. Even if I tell them no, they came to me. So my nieces and my nephews and my kids working every check they ever had. Not a niece, none of my kids, nieces and nephews, God kids ever worked for anybody else. Every check they ever received had Pernell at the end of it. So I just leave you with that. I asked for it. I want everything that comes with it. All right? So I hope y'all receive this message in the way that I deliver. Like anything, man. You got to work hard, man. Your work should reflect what you expect. All right? And put the hard work in there. And stay tuned to my podcast, man. Unusual Pad podcast. So when you see me with special guests on, man, tune in. Follow my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagrams. All right?